Welcome back to Fantasy Football Friday with Kevin Thomas, and today is November 10th, and we're going to give you a great lineup, saving you some money so you can pick some of the more expensive players that you want to plug into your lineups. This isn't for your league games. Your lineups are pretty much set, and I know you can't really be picking guys up off the waiver wire. Most guys are probably broke already at this time, or you're getting at the point where it's playoff time. So this is more for the warriors of the weekend that want to do FanDuel, DraftKings, and the other books out there that you can do it on. Last week, I think I ended up with 15 viewers, so I appreciate every one of you. We're going to build this thing up, have some fun. I mean, I already do all the work to find out who's injured, all this other stuff, offensive line. So I've had some success. Not a millionaire. If I was, I wouldn't be sitting here right now doing this. But I do enjoy fantasy. I do giving out free advice on it. So last week, CJ Stroud, I gave him out. He was cheap. Gave him out. I won my $3 one with him. The other two, I went with Jordan Love. I gave him out. We missed with Jordan Love. He didn't hit the 20 points, which I thought he would. I think he only got 16 or 17 points. That was a heart wrencher. And we went cheap on the quarterback so we could get Alvin Kamara, and that kicked us in the butt as well. So I missed on two right there. Other than that, though, I think my lineup was pretty good. Kincaid, the tight end. Bellinger, I went cheap with him for the New York Giants. I think he had a couple, I think like 7 points. But if you stacked your lineup, that was a good deal right there. I mean, basically, if you had C.J. Stroud and the Cleveland Browns, you were in the running to make some money. We got 3 teams on a bye this week. 3 teams that we care about, right? We got the Eagles, no Hurts, no A.J. Brown. That's going to hurt. Dallas Goedert hurt. On the other time, we got Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs out. So no Kelsey, Pachenko. So we're looking for running backs, quarterbacks, and then the Rams, Stafford. Then we got Cup. So we're all looking for players here. So I made a little list. I like to keep it cheap and then go a little heavy with some of the bigger names. This week I'm going to go cheap with the quarterback and running back so we can go a little heavier with the wide receiver. Now I do have some good ones. I got Josh Dobbs for the Minnesota Vikings, right? Look what he did. He had like 155 yards passing, two touchdowns and 66 rush yards, and he came in after Hall got hurt for the Vikings and never even played with this team. Now Jefferson may be in for this game. They're not 100% sure. We're not 100% sure at the recording of this, but you can get Josh Dobbs right now for 5,500 or 5,400. Lock him in, because if you lock him in and then we we get Justin Jefferson playing, my God, that's a steal. So I like him a lot because he runs. He's been running. In Arizona he didn't run at first, but then he started running. So he's running. How about Baker Mayfield? 5,500. We can get him against Tennessee's secondary. That's pretty good right there. Baker Mayfield against the Saints. He ran the ball 8 times for 31 yards. So that brings us. Mayfield is 5,100. So that's not a bad deal. 5,100. Yeah. And then Geno Smith. 5,800 for Geno Smith because the guy's got to start doing something better. Guys got to do something better. They're going to get, they gave him money. He's got to show up. Then we're going to look at the running backs right now. Aaron Jones, 6,500 against Pitt. Finally, 20 touches last week. Not great. 17 points. Not great, but he got the 20 touches. LaFleur promised us that, and it happened. So I'm expecting more of that. We're going to stay in that same game because we got Najee Harris, 4,900 you can get him for against the Green Bay Packers. Horrible. Packers fan here. Horrible run defense. Hell, you can even get Warren, his running mate, 5,000. 5,000. So Najee Harris, 4,900. Warren, 5,000. Both of them could have great games. Packers have a great pass defense. Horrible against the run. Remember that. That's very cheap prices there. And then a little more expensive, Tony Pollard going against the Giants. Tony Pollard has been horrible. for guys who took him in their leagues thinking he was going to be great without no Ezekiel Elliott. He's been horrible. But I think the Dallas pass game will open up the run game, especially against this Giants team. Giants are vulnerable against the run. He's a little more expensive at 7,300. So Tony Pollard, keep him on your radar. Now, like some of the top quarterbacks, Lamar, Watson, these guys at AFC North, I'm not touching any of them because they got great defenses. It's going to be a barn. It's going to be in the trenches. Who can run the ball? And I don't think either of them are going to run the ball. Gus Edwards, I'm not playing him. Kareem Hunt, hell no. I'd rather press my luck with those three that I gave, and two of them are on the same team. So do with that with what you will. What are we looking at here? Now, the wide receivers were going to get a little pricey here. Amon St. Brown, 8,700. That's a no-brainer, right? Guy's a stud. Sometimes Captain Obvious comes out here. Keenan Allen, no-brainer, 8,800. But Tank Dell, gave him out last week. Great game, 5,500. Why is it so special about Tank Dell? Nico Collins has been ruled out for this game. Nico Collins has been ruled out for this game. Tank Dell moves to number one. Noah Brown, which could probably get a lot cheaper than Tank Dell, he's number two. I'm just saying. And then my third one, Marquise Brown. I've been trying to get him in my regular league, trying to suck the guy into giving him to me. Kyle Murray's back. Marquise Brown, top 20 receiver with Kyle Murray back. He's going to get lots of targets. He was getting 7 or 8 as it was. Now he's going to be getting some good targets and being able to catch them. Marquise Brown, I like him this week. Tight ends, I kept it kind of short, sweet here with the tight ends, if I can find them. Oh, gosh. Oh, another wide receiver, Mike Evans. 7,200 against that Tennessee's defense. They're pretty vulnerable against the pass. 5,700 on the tight ends. Actually, you can get Schultz. 4,900. Schultz had a great game. Yeah, I like Schultz. And who else do we have there? Hell, I can't even read that. Oh, Laporta. Detroit Lions, Laporta, 5,700. Don't forget about him. He was tight end number 2 when Kelsey took over. Hawkinson's hurt. Hawkinson's going to play, but he's hurt. Not loving him. Laporta, I'd spend 5,700 on him, depending what quarterback I go with. So I am going to tell you right now, I am going to go with Josh Dobbs as my quarterback. It's only 5,500, so then I can take Laporta. A lot of you might want to take Mark Andrews still. He's only going to be touchdown dependent. He's not going to catch a lot. He's not going to put up a lot of yards, but he could get you 2 TDs and get you 13, 14 points, whatever. I think Laporta, though, he's going to run the field because they're going to be playing against the Chargers. A lot of people think this is going to be a shootout. I really don't. I think both of them have great undervalued defenses. And that's the problem with Jared Goff. Pressure in his face, not the greatest quarterback. Not too many are. But he don't like to slide and throw. He likes to be in the pocket and throw, which is a problem when you got Khalil Mack coming at you. And these guys, they'll hit you after you throw the ball. A couple of those, and it's going to hurt. So another guy you want to look at is Gibbs running the ball. I stayed away because Montgomery's back, but Gibbs is the pass catcher. Those little quick screens and slants. Kid showed what he can do, why they took him 12th overall. So I even like him a little bit there too. I don't think I even put a defense up. If I did, I'd probably take the Buccaneers. Probably really cheap at home going against a rookie quarterback. I know their secondary is putrid, but they're great against the run. So you make Tennessee one-dimensional, Levi's going to be in trouble, in my opinion. So these are my fantasy whatever. Giving them out to you. Hopefully you can use some of this information, cash some tickets, beat your friends, beat the books. As always, I enjoy doing this. Thank you for tuning in. God bless. Do me a favor, come back next Friday.